Hello everybody. Today we are going to discuss the Hooke's law and its derivation. In last lecture we have discussed about the fundamental modes of vibrations. Okay. In this fundamental modes of vibrations we have studied about stretching vibrations and bending vibrations. Okay. In the stretching and bending vibrations, we have also studied their classification. Stretching vibrations as isolated, coupled, symmetric or symmetric. In bending vibrations, in plane bending vibrations, out of plane bending vibrations, where they are called as deformation vibrations, and their types scissoring, rocking, twisting and wagging. Now we have to take the example of stretching vibrations after completion of this Hooke's law. For that purpose, I am reminding to you that is the stretching and bending vibrations. Before explaining this Hooke's law, I will draw a diagram that is a vibrations in a diatomic molecule. See here, diagram. This is equilibrium position. This is compressed position. Okay, and this is about stretching position. Vibrations in a diatomic molecule. See here. Now let us consider the diatomic molecules having atoms 2, that is these are two atoms A dash, which are having the masses m1 and m2 and which are separated by a bond distance. It is called as a bond distance, that is equal to x. Okay, and which like a simple harmonic motion, and the bonds are covalent one, and which are nothing but the assumed as a motion of a spring. Therefore, whole nature of a covalent bond of two atoms in a diatomic molecule will be considered as a simple harmonic motion. Okay. Now, according to this diagram, this is the equilibrium position, this is the compression position, this is the stretching position. What is meant by stretching? Consider this is as a spring. This may be stretched here as like this, compressed as like this, and the equilibrium position, that is at that time both the forces are equal and opposite and which have the negative signs. Okay. Now we will consider the force acting on the two atoms in a vibrating molecule. What happens? Now, in case of this situation, that is an equilibrium position, the force acting on the vibrating two atoms tends to equalize or tends to come back with its equilibrium position. The force acting on there, it is called as the restoring force. It is called as the restoring force. That is, the force tends to come back the two atoms of a diatomic molecule to its equilibrium position. That force is called as restoring force, and which is denoted by small f, and it is directly proportional to the displacement with its opposite direction. That is, negative sign shows that is force acting on the vibrating atoms which is oppositely directed with the direction of a displacement. In order to remove this proportion constant, we take some constant. Therefore, restoring force F is equal to minus K into X, where K is called as proportionality constant and it is known as K is equal to force constant. or bond strength. Okay, now we have the relation, that is restoring force F is equal to minus K into X, where F is called as restoring force and X is called as displacement. F and X are oppositely situated, therefore negative signs happens here. Okay, now we have to consider the magnitude of this force constants here. As higher the value of bond strength, that is equal to K, there will be higher is the bond energy, higher is the bond energy, and stronger will be the bond. Will be the bond. Okay, according to this relation. Now, according to Hooke's law, we have the vibrational frequency of a diatomic molecule is what? Okay, according to Hooke's law, the vibrational frequency is directly proportional to square root of force constant and inversely proportional to reduced mass. What is according to Hooke's law statement? That is the vibrational frequency of a diatomic molecule is directly proportional to square root of force constant and inversely proportional to reduced mass. Now the question is arises, what is meant by reduced mass? Therefore, reduced mass is equal to M1 M2 upon M1 plus M2, where M1 M2 are the masses of a diatomic atoms of a molecule. Okay, now mathematically it can be represented as, that is vibrational frequency, that is represented by nu is equal to vibrational frequency is equal to square root of, okay, it is directly proportional to square root of K upon mu, where K is called as bond strength or force constant and mu is called as reduced mass. Okay, now in order to remove this proportionality sign, we take some constant, that is equal to, therefore mu is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into under square root of K upon mu. Okay, now this vibrational frequency is in terms of nu. We have to express this vibrational frequency in terms of a wave number. Therefore, wave number is equal to frequency, that is equal to 1 upon lambda, and we know that that is lambda is equal to C upon mu. Okay, therefore this equation becomes, okay, therefore vibrational frequency in terms of wave number is given by mu bar is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into C into square root of K upon mu. Okay, this is the simplified mathematical form of Hooke's law derivation. Now some of the consequences. As the value of K is increases with vibrational frequency. That is first criteria is that is the vibrational frequency increases with increase in value of K, and second is vibrational frequency increases with decrease in reduced mass mu. We will take the examples here. First is vibrational frequency increases as the value of K increases. As the value of K increases with mu remains constant. Here type of bond, then frequency, that is wave number, and here nature of K. Okay, type of bonds, yes, C triple bond C, C double bond C, and C single bond C. Okay, now here 1200 centimeter inverse. Okay, 1600 centimeter inverse, and here 2200 centimeter inverse. Okay, now here stronger, here type of bond, nature of K, instead of nature of K you have to write here type of bond, and here strongest. Okay, that is here increasing bond strength. Okay, now consider here, as far as the bonds are considered in between C and C, that is carbon and carbon single bond, carbon double bond, carbon triple bond, frequency nu in centimeter inverse as 1200, 1600 and 2200, that is our increasing one. Therefore type of bond is increasing from the right to left. This suggests that is the vibrational frequency increases with increasing value of a K. Okay, as reduced mass mu remains constant. Now second case, here second case, that is vibrational frequency increases as the value of mu decreases with K remains constant. Okay, type of bond here CH, okay, then CC and CO here. Okay, now here we will consider the bonds between carbon and oxygen, carbon and carbon, and carbon and hydrogen, each of single bond. Here the vibration frequency is equal to 1100, 1200 and 3000 centimeter inverse. As the vibration frequency is increased from right to left, here the type of bond is a high to least, that is the reduced mu, that is the reduced mass is going on decreases because it is present in a denominator with a square root quantity. Okay, now we will consider for example, that is the example of a acetic acid. See here. CH3, here we can write it as CH3, okay, COOH. How many frequencies are here? See here, first is OH, free bonded, stretching frequency, okay, then CO, okay, stretching frequency, C double bond O, C single bond C, and CH, okay. CH is about 1200, okay. C single bond C is about 1600, okay. C double bond 1750. Just wait. C single bond is equal to, okay, now is about this, and OH bonded is equal to 3300 centimeter inverse. Now these are the stretching frequencies of a functional group. Which are the functional group? That is equal to COH. Acid comprises of COH function. But in COH, which are the stretching frequencies? CO, CO, and C. Okay. Also one more frequency is CH. That is, each frequency is characteristics of its functional group. That is, they have critical particular functional group. They have group frequencies allotted to each. Okay. Therefore, as the vibrational frequency is fixed and particular for functional group, the vibrational energy is quantized or energy levels. Therefore, energy is equal to, that is mu plus 1/2 h nu is quantized. Okay. Thus, we have discussed about Hooke's law and its consequences in the point of single bond, double bond character, and by taking the example of this acetic acid. That is, we suggest that all the stretching frequencies are particular for particular functional group frequencies. Therefore, these frequencies are particular one. Okay. Thank you.